everybody. I was about to post this morning and realized I didn't film yesterday. Thankfully I did take photos of my lean and green, so I will kind of walk you through yesterday in one short shot. So the first thing I did yesterday was
So I did not actually eat the hot cereal yesterday. I had the cinnamon cheesecake or cream cheese swirl cake instead of the hot cereal. I really don't like the hot cereal. I do like the swirl cake. So this is the wrong packet that I pulled. And since I pulled the wrong packet, I was talking wrong.
Toward the morning, middle of the morning, for my second fueling, I did the frothy cappuccino boost. I do like my coffee. Again, I found that to be better iced than hot, but that's just me. And then we had to go out, leave the house, and go for my husband's birthday dinner with parents. We went to Optavia, and so I packed my Spice Crisp bar because I didn't know how long we were going to be gone. I also packed my other fuelings for the afternoon, but I didn't actually have to use them while we were out. So I actually had this after my lean and green, which we'll talk about now. So for my lean and green meal, I actually kind of messed up a little bit, I think. It's hard to tell. We went to Optavia and I had scallops and, what do you call it? I had scallops and spaghetti squash, which should be good. And I asked them to prepare it without butter or anything else. I said just, sear it dry. With just a little bit of olive oil, and they were willing to do that. They even brought me the olive oil on the side so I could control how much of that I had too. And then for the spaghetti squash, I actually did a double order because they brought out the first one and it was about 3/4 of a cup, and I needed 1.5 cups to make my 3 green. So that's what I did. I had them break it up. And then I actually ate my second portion of my spaghetti squash while my family was eating chocolate cake. So that was my lean and green. Reviewed it with my health coaches later that day, and I think I messed up a little bit. The fat was a little bit outside of what was allowable on the program, which should have thought about, but again, I'm basing my calories and my macronutrients off of their normal recipe for the spaghetti squash and their normal recipe for the scallops, so it's a little hard to tell if I actually got that much fat in there, because I did ask them to modify it, and the macronutrient counts are based on the standards. But this is what my lean and green looked like. So for the second half of my day, after having that wonderful lean and green meal, I did have the restaurant actually weigh what they gave me. My meal did have 4 scallops, not 3. I kind of messed up when I took the photo. I ate one of the scallops first because I was tempted to taste. I was curious to know what it tasted like to have a scallop that was not cooked in butter. And it was really, really good. I used that lemon slice on the plate for instead of sauce. So I just had a tablespoon of lemon juice, maybe. I don't even think it was that much. I think it was maybe a teaspoon actually. And it was really good. I enjoyed it. And I will say Optavia was willing to change what they do for me. They were willing to weigh the scallops and tell me, exactly how many ounces of scallops we had. They were willing to measure out the spaghetti squash and give me, 2 portions of 3/4 of a cup. So all adding up to 1.5 cups. So They did their job. They did the best they could. From there, I'm not sure whether I broke the rules or not. So we were out for a little bit after the meal, and so it was time for me to eat my next fueling. So I did have the frosted cinnamon spice crisp bar. These are definitely handy to have when you're out and about. Much easier than trying to make a shake or do anything else, especially I'm finding at the beginning when 2.5 to 3 hours creeps up on you a lot, especially when you're not used to eating that frequently. So, so yeah, this one was actually really good. This is the first cinnamon product that I've really enjoyed, and we went from there. Last evening, I had my final 2 fuelings. First, I had the Silky Peanut Butter Shake. It is, I don't drink it as a shake. I haven't yet anyway. I had it as soft serve ice cream. I had a bit of trouble getting my blender to actually work, but once I did, it worked really well, and it was really, really good. So I really enjoyed my soft serve ice cream. And last but not least, last night, I broke down and had probably my favorite thing outside of the hearty meals, the pastas. I had the chocolate cherry ganache bar with dried cherries, pomegranate, and chia seeds. It is a little more dense than the other bars, but it's still nothing close to a Quest bar. It's still lighter than that, and it tastes really, really good. So that was my final feeling last night. I will update you at the end of tonight on what I do today.